Go round the I say, Amamaseta, Ashidu Ashiteshu on vibrations, every baka. May your mind, bucks, and souls be all. May your omits be sound. May your buckas be leaven off ground. When we keep to the breath, the orth, the moth, or the seon, the soul of Ra guides and keeps you all. Ayanma, I say Ra, Ella I say El say I, Christ or a chaplain Tata Aben Ra, the sound Messiah. I am my truth awareness, true talk, can but be a part of the greatest transfer of my elf, that's intelligence, Amenology to Ongodu. This is sound logic, and with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice. To Ray is Ray 1880. This is the Mathorian Kagodora update. We are going to do 1879 yesterday and today, all in one post. Some catching up, per se. Now, as we can see, yesterday was Ma'a. We are given a new seed to cycle, to sow. A breath to Ray is the first ray of 10 days in double 8. So we have a completion, a full circle. And it begins on 1880. Radiated breath, Ra'a. So that means your voice today is a good ray to voice, to think, then say. After say, then it's move. Okay, give motion to what you're saying. All right? So it's a big deal. Lots of solar activity. Supposed to have a meteorite show or shower. Corona mass ejections. Lots. We got lots. And so we also need to expect, for the draconians to create lots of havoc. Hopefully not. But to be expected. All right? I put out a video yesterday. Give it an example of how extreme these draconians may get on blocking the skies. All right, so it's up to us to realize that we need to go to Google, go to Apple, and download this Mathorian Kagodora app so we can empower ourselves to empower this earth. All right, and so we can raise the vibration and make the sounds that are required to be the Ba-El, the Ba elements. And we know the draconians cannot live amongst the Ba-Els that you call bells that go ding dong. The witch is dead. The wicked witch is dead. All right, so if we go to 1879, we got wars and conflicts. The Anglo-Zulu War, British invasion begins. Major battles at Asandlwana, Works, Drifts, and Ulindi. War of the Pacific. Chile declares war on Bolivia and Peru. The Second Anglo-Afghan War. So it looks like the Anglos were in Africa and the Anglos were in Afghanistan. And now the Anglos want to go into Venezuela and everywhere else where they are. Well, we don't agree with that energy. That's definitely going to stay locked in the abyss. No consent, no say, no voice. Science and technology, electric light. Thomas Edison tests his first practical electric light bulb. Steel ships, the first ocean-going steel streamer. The SS Rotamahana is launched. Politics and empire. Dual alliance. Germany and Austria-Hungary form pivotal military alliance. Treaty of Grandamac. Britain and Russia establish an Afghan state. Japan formally incorporates the Ryukyu Kingdom of Okinawa. Science and culture, new faiths. Mary Baker Eddy founds the Church of Christ Science in Boston. Science. Socialist Party, the Spanish Socialist Workers' Party, is founded. And women's education, first female students are admitted to the University of Oxford. Well, oh boy. Oh boy. I'm not even gonna comment. This is just gonna scaffold this video. But I want to remind you guys, go to Jesus.com. Okay, sign up. The iBucket to Omen, the calendar, everything that I have. Okay? This is Omenology. This is what it is. It's Omenology. It's stewardship. Okay, it's the Anazi. It's the Baka. It's all things. Okay? None of these people are ever going to say, oh, validate or legitimize anything that I'm doing. Because the moment that they do, then they're done. Okay, so it's up to you to utilize your sense. Okay, utilize your sense and appreciate things that have been done in the last, ever since 2019, I've been just on it. Okay, activating to do my duty. Okay, so we need your support. The events of 1879 unfolded the peak of the new imperialism era. Conflicts in the Anglo-Zulu War and the War of Pacific Directions resulted from expansionist policies by major powers. Meanwhile, technology inventions began laying the groundwork for the modern world. All right. Okay. So the highlights, you have Africa Zulu War, you have the Americas, the Specie Resumption Act, stabilizing post-Civil War economy. And remember, for those who are keeping up to the crypto shit shower update, where we remind you that the blockchain is not a financial umbrella that you can hold to prevent a shithead, I have mentioned and I have called 60 days in advance, and I gave you guys the Ray 1867, and I said from that moment on, okay, the market, specifically cryptocurrency, is going to go into a civil war, into a wartime market. Okay, so for those who like, minerals and all that kind of stuff, yeah, that's Gagaguga, that will go up. But for the crypto, okay, go watch that report and keep up with the times. All right? Keep up with the sound logic. All right, so let's get to 1880, where we're at today. Okay? So the month of January, Edison patents the incandescent light bulb. In February, the first electric street light was installed. In April, the Gladstone becomes UK Prime Minister. In July, the Battle of Mawand, Afghanistan war and conflict. Afghan forces defeat British and Indian troops during the Second Anglo-Afghan War. September, Battle of Kandahar. November, James Garfield elected U.S. President. November, Ned Kelly is hanged. Australia, the infamous Australian bush ranger outlaw is executed in Melbourne. First Boer War begins. South Africa war and conflict. The Battle of Bronkhorststripriet results in a Boer victory over British forces. Piezoelectricity is discovered in France, science and tech, which is absolutely bullshit. Okay, because the pyramids and all sorts of shit, the crystal, the whole entire planet, the basis of your electromagnetic field is all about the compression of your crystals creating piezoelectricity. Okay, and this is why, souls have afros and all that kind of stuff, is because we have that density, okay, that creates that compression. And the minerals that we have are unique to children of Ra, Ed Baum. Okay? A year of invention and connection. 1880 was landmark year for technology and progress, as we read. Imperial conflicts and shifting power. The year saw the climax of the Second Anglo-Afghan War. Society and culture, notable social cultural events, including the hanging of Australian folk figure Ned Kelly and the debut of the famed vaudeville actress Lillian Russell. U.S. politics, James Garfield gets elected. Election was soon followed by his assassination in 1881. Didn't last too long. Global treaties, 1880. Chinese treaty between the U.S. and China began. Imperial expansion, scramble for Africa. Gosh, it's like the scramble for Jamaica that's happening. The Triple Alliance between Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy was formed. Well, 1880 was definitely a pivotal day, a year, and it is definitely a pivotal ray. There is a lot of things happening right now. Okay, a lot of occult activity. It's perfect. It's the weekend. Everybody's eyes are off the government and all sorts of different things, and a lot of things are being conjured up. Okay, a lot of blood's being shed. A lot of things are being used. Okay, to plan future abuse. So we really need to come to sound logic. We need to go to Jesus.com. We need to get the eye bucket to omen. We need to memorize that so we can continue to pursue our sound selves and get protected. Okay? So we're not interfered with. Then, of course, getting access to the Mathorian Kagodora gives you the ability to keep your Seandu, Kamaandu, Kadu. Okay, your origin of motion sound command codes. Okay? As we see here. All right. So thanks for your support. Ta'anka Go to Jesus.com, sign up, get the iBucket to Omen, get this Mathorian Kagodora file. Okay. Also, go to Google, go to Apple, spend the $17. Okay. Spend the $17. Number one, you immediately are registered with the ethers. Okay. You've bought into it, not financially, you've bought into it with your spirit. Your spirit allowed you to make that purchase, to make that motion. Okay, so that means you've had that equity. Okay, you need to steal, break any bonds, ties, whatever you need to do. Okay, get on this timeline. Okay, there's a reason why we have their ledgers. Okay, either you're going to be in Ra's site or you're going to be the job site for the parasite. Okay, let's go do this.